Alrighty everyone, welcome back to Old School AOT, and we are here with the second game of Blanks versus Spoeft. So we have on the left here, Blanks opening up with the Zeus, going right into his hunt, sending out his scout. And on the right we have Spoeft opening up with Loki, and it appears he does not see this hunt here immediately. Take a look at his point of view and see, and oh, he does, so yes, he'll be switching to that immediately. So we're playing on Savannah, so that's a pretty high hunt map. It can be very, very aggressive, which could really be good for either player, depending on how it's played. Although, I must say that this gold mine is a little scary for Spoeft, unless he can really keep the pressure on Blanks. Just because that will be very hard to hold off against Restore, obviously. So, but we'll have to see what happens. Nothing's written in stone, and although Loki does play from behind in this matchup, it is totally winnable. Blank's going for his patented early bolt, reducing the Loki to 4 on food early, so that will hurt. That hurts. Blank seems to like going for the bolt a lot. I've seen him do it in a lot of his older games. Both building a house down here. It's a little vulnerable, but it is out of the way, so maybe it won't get scouted by Blanks. Yeah, hopefully it won't be, because that would be a nice pickup for Blanks. But yeah, it's a little out of the way. It should be fine. Spoef's putting one more on food, and he's still continuing to gather from over here. Blanks is continuing to gather over here. Let's see how Blank's scouting is looking. And Blanks appears to have engaged in a scouting pattern that involves primarily scouting his opponent at first. I guess trying to get a read on the gold, and he must like the gold, seeing that. Although he would know it was a one-mine map, just based on having one mine himself, but where exactly is the mine, you've got to go and look for that. So he scouted the where he's hunting to, so that's good. He knows he's hunting there. Knows he has hunt to start with, so Spoeft should be up relatively quickly. Alrighty. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens this game. Spoeft is much more known for his Thor than his Loki play, and I haven't really seen him play Loki too much. But I have seen him talk about Loki a lot on the forums, so yeah, should be cool to see him play it. And Blanks, obviously, a strong older expert. He did come back a few years ago and never quite gained the level that he had before, but definitely at this time he was quite a strong player, so should be a good game. We now see that due to the fact that the hunt is sort of spread out and such, we're seeing Blanks gathering from a few different places. And let's see, Spoeft's mainly just hunting over here. It'll be interesting to see if he splits his food production too. Especially considering it's easier to do with Norse ox carts, seeing that they're mobile and whatnot. So right here, he's moving on to the berries. One villager gathering from that zebra, which is kind of funny. Just a lone villager. Then we're having more drafts getting eaten over here. And right over here, we have Spoeft continuing to hunt these zebras. So that's solid. They'll be getting a lot of food from there. And we do see what looks like another food gathering group from Spoeft starting out. Let's take a look at his town center, see what's being produced. Yes, and we're seeing more gatherers coming out. And what was that? Spy going down on Blank's gold. So Spoeft will now have sort of a line of sight on Blank's gold and be able to see to some extent what's going on in his base. So that's good. Gold can be a good spy as the game goes on, because it can really help you to gold starve, obviously. And it can set up some nice raids in the mid-game. Early on, it probably won't do as much in terms of setting up raids as if you got a good spy on a food villager, or sometimes even a woodline. Woodline can be deceptively good. But, good spy. It's always good to spy the gold. We do see a temple going that already went down from Blank. So let's see. Is he advancing? And yes, he is advancing. So he will be up about 5 minutes or so, not that fast. But it appears that Spoeft is not advancing yet and is building his temple currently. So he's going to be close to 6 minutes, which is pretty late for a Loki player, especially in this matchup. But we'll have to see what he does with it. His economy is getting pretty large, 946, and I'd imagine he'll be up in a minute. So yeah, he'll be slightly below 6 minutes, so that's good. Good that he's up, at least. And he is gathering from several different locations, so it might prove difficult for Blanks to disrupt him. The main thing that I'm worried about, just looking at his map, is just this really front exposed gold mine. It's not really protected by any of the towers, unfortunately, so we'll have to see if he can protect that. Because Blanks has scouted that, and I'm sure, you know, that Blanks is just really eager to attack that gold mine and really put the pressure onto his Norse opponent. Blanks is going for 1 archery range, a little strange. I wonder if we'll be making something else in a second. There we go. 2 archery ranges, so we're getting a 2 archery range, and that seems to be all we're getting for right now. Interesting. Spoeft building the second temple. Very common at the time, still relatively common, and with this new patch we'll probably be seeing it more again. But yeah, it's usually a pretty good idea to double temple. And if you make it too heroic, it will allow you to produce 2 battle boards at once, so that's nice. Up with Forsetti, you know, just building a Rax, building a house, trying to get some military masses out. The Boots of Kick Everything, that's a very good relic for Loki, obviously. But Blanks is getting a little army together here. He has both heroes that who do not have Olympic parentage, and, well, Toxotes are coming out. So this little group is moving out, and we'll see if this little group of units can do much damage. Spoeft seems to realize that he's under the threat of serious aggression right now, so he is constructing some walls in an attempt to defend. And I actually like these walls because it will really help the troll to be a good defensive unit. Normally the troll can get killed by Odysseus or even Jason pretty easily, but you know, if you have a nice wall that gives you space to really protect your troll, although he isn't, no, save the troll, don't let the troll die, and that was a shame. If you just pulled the troll back, you could have gotten much more value from it, and I think getting value from that early troll really is key. Sharing the ox cart here, although you could just move this out, so I don't know. Continuing to gather from the berries here, and we are seeing that transitioned. Restoration coming down, and I don't know who's winning this fight. We'll have to wait and see. Pure Toxotes still for Blanks, and I think Blanks is now winning the fight. Although it's pretty close, you know. And now Blanks is definitively winning it. It looked close for a second or two, but it seems that Summon Myth unit died off pretty quick, and Spoeft will be losing these villagers now, so that's never fun. And he actually saves 3 of them, which is really good. A little bit of a misplay by Blanks. I think he could have killed them more, all of them, possibly, if he was paying a little more attention. But he does pick up the ox cart, so that's decent. Spoeft is definitely making use of these walls, creating 2 additional trolls. So he's going to sort of need to hunker down in here and get some good KDR off and really make the best use of the walls. Because at this point, his military is just weaker than the Zeus's, and he's in a position where he absolutely has to hold this front position to hold the game. I'm a little surprised to see. I'm not surprised. Oh, that's why. Yeah, there's really no point in doing something like making a tower when it's only a medium gold mine. So it's a tough situation. Definitely empathize for Spoeft here. As the Greek army comes in, all the Toxotes, and they start to fire, and yeah, this is annoying, losing one of the trolls, which is not great, because the trolls are really the key unit in this army at this point, by far. But he is getting a nice engage onto Blanks, and getting some good spawns, but Odysseus is almost dead, so if you can kill Odysseus, then the trolls should be able to run rampant, but Odysseus seems to be really bodying a lot of damage, and in the meantime the Toxotes are shredding the army, so that hurt, but for now, Spoeft has survived, and he is forcing Blanks back out, which is really tough to do when you're fighting with the enemy in your villager line, you know. Continuing to fight a little bit out here, Spoeft Excuse me, Blanks mismanaging, losing a unit. Blanks is hunting over here now, nothing too surprising, using his map control. So Spoeft has his army out here, nowhere near Hall of Fanes yet, obviously, because he's had to produce all of the trolls and the throwing axemen. So, this is tough because he has to come out, you know, because the mine is getting really low. He does need to come out, but, obviously, despite pushing Blanks back, I don't think he really has a big military edge either, particularly once Odysseus comes back out at full health. The strength of this army here, like, at least half of the strength is in that Valkyrie and those 2 trolls. So, yeah, using them right is going to be key. And Blanks is moving out here before Odysseus comes out, and I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but he's going for it. And also we see Spoeft attempting to build a wall, but this is going to be foiled. See a bit of raid going down here. At the same time, his throwing axemen are being pushed back, and he has run out of gold. So, ooh, oh no. Okay, he reacts in time. I was very worried we were going to see those dwarves walk right into the enemy army. So I'd imagine he'll be trying to gather from down here, which, let's see if Blanks is watching it. No, Blanks is not aware of that mine, although he might be able to sort of predict, depending. He's bringing his army down, which is really scary for Spoeft, because Spoeft is about 25 population lower, and he is allowing himself to continue to be housed right now, so that's not ideal. Blank's army is moving into position to perhaps attack this tower, or maybe he suspects the mine. But it looks as though he's just going for the tower for the time being, although he is scouting in the back with these Taxotes, so he's looking for something. He knows something isn't quite right. But in the meantime, Spoeft has built a house and immediately, you know, creates units to fill that pop cap space. And while that's going on, we see Blanks coming around, and he's going to be checking in the back. This little raiding group is not really doing too much, being pretty ineffective. I think he's under a little too much pressure himself to get in any really effective raids right now. The raiding group just sort of chasing down stray units, so that's never bad. Pick up a free Taxote. But ew, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, that was so close. Right, so Blanks just barely misses walking into that gold mine, and now there will be an engagement of this ball of Taxotes, and Blanks does not like the possibility of being surrounded, so the Taxote ball with Odysseus immediately moves back, and I imagine that he will seek a safer, better position to fight in, maybe sort of a choke point or something. But he does discover the gold mining, so that is not good, And he's also, you know, trying to keep his eye on the mines over here. So, this could be bad. And here, Spoeft realizes, oh, I'm way behind on houses, and he pops out 2 houses. And, he returns to the gold mine, of course, you know, trying to use the additional pop to hold it. Withdrawing here because Blank's Taxote raiders are coming around, and that's quite annoying. And it seems that we have a resign from Spoeft, just because, you know, his economy is not doing great, and at this point, Blanks definitely knows where he is gathering from, so it's just a matter of time until this army finds it. I don't know, he may not know. This was a bit of a slightly strange resign. I guess he just resigned because he was getting out-aged, and, you know, Blanks had just gone up for Dionysus, whereas Spoeft was just stuck in the classical age and was not getting out of there anytime soon. It was also under Federal Gold Starve, so, you know, now that I think about it, that resignation really makes sense. Anyway, good game. Definitely shows how Zeus can, you know, be tough for Loki, but, you know, everybody knows that, but, I think in Spoeft's case, the late advance did hurt him. But yeah, good game, boys. Have a good one. See you next episode.